I'm a product of Mexican education, which is free. My father used to have some books of math, very old, not very good, but with very good exercise. So when I was high school, I started learning. And I didn't know there was a profession as for a mathematician. I thought if you're a mathematician, you go to engineering or something else. So obviously I didn't enter in mathematics, I entered in engineering. And one day somebody told me there was a Facultad de Ciencias where you study mathematics. And that was very good. So I went there and I enjoyed so much. I left engineering. Good luck had that one day I saw a poster saying that Professor Solomon Lefschetz, one of the greatest mathematicians of the 20th century, was giving lectures at the university. And I went there to his lectures. I think I did a good job because later I received a letter from him to apply to Brown University to do my PhD. So I did my PhD at the Brown University, but I finished essentially at IMPA in Brazil. My PhD is from Brown, but all my work of PhD I did at IMPA Brazil, more or less under the direction of Peixoto and Jacob Pallis. Mathematics has the beauty of creativity. So that moment in which you discover something that presumably nobody has ever seen, a new theorem, a new form, a new shape, a logic consequence of something, is of such a beauty because everything is coherent, everything is beautiful. Those moments of creativity are worth it. That, by the way, to me, is like a gold digger. So I'm in the river working days and days, and once I get a tiny nugget. Some people are in a gold mine. That's not my case. I have to work. But those little nuggets are worth everything. You have the aspects, geometric aspects, quantitative aspects, combinatorial aspects. Nowadays, with artificial intelligence, with the networks, big networks like Google, etc., it's fantastic. I think you can tell that mathematics now rules the world in some sense. All the financial aspects are controlled by codes, etc., finances, everything. I have my heroes. It's Henri Poincaré, one of the greatest mathematicians of all time, Bernard Riemann, and of course my professor, Solomon Lefschetz. He's the one that took me to Brown. He actually was at Princeton, but then changed to Brown. And I had the opportunity of doing my undergraduate with him, especially Poincaré. I would say that 75% of my work is continuation of what Poincaré did. I think my first work was of Anosov flow. So Anosov was a dynamical systemist from Russia, and he did differentiable dynamical systems. So my work solved a problem by Ismail of transitivity of something called Anosov flow. So that's my thesis. Then a little later, I worked precisely on Poincaré. Poincaré proved a great theorem. It's called the uniformization theorem for surfaces, for Riemann surface. And I proved a theorem of that for foliations. So manifolds that are foliated by Riemann surfaces. And I obtained a uniformization theorem. Later, I did some work on complex manifolds obtain spaces of Lie of holomorphic foliations. Another thing that I did is index of vector fields. I work on topology, dynamical systems, a little bit of complex geometry. But especially, I think my contribution is trying to communicate the beauty of mathematics. I think I had influence in young people, because when I was in Trieste for the 7 years, I told you, on the International Center of Theoretical Physics, I think I had some influence in some young people that came from all over the world, talking to them in the coffee, discussing problems. So I think that's my main contribution, is making a good case for mathematics among many people. I think that the number of women going to mathematics has increased also, but it still needs a lot more. Once you have these examples of how everything runs into mathematics, people come to mathematics, and I think you will see an increase. You see an increase in the number of applicants into mathematical sciences. Well, I think that it's the fact that I worked so hard for so many years, and then one day you don't do that to get a reward, obviously. But the recognition is fantastic, because it means, well, all those nights that I was working on my thesis all night, and I couldn't get the results, and talking to so many young people and all things, it's really touches my heart. It's very, 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 very happy. it's really stimulating to continue whatever time I have left to continue doing math. The moment I was selected to be coordinator of the mathematics section of the International Center for Theoretical Physics in Trieste was unbelievable. That's from the administrative viewpoint. From the viewpoint of mathematics is the time I saw that my thesis, that I could get this theorem that I was looking for so long. And then I made a conjecture that bears my name. It's called the Verjovsky conjecture, that was solved just about 6 months ago. I thought that's a fantastic moment. So I made this conjecture almost 50 years ago, and then now, by a young mathematician working in Brazil, was solved. And so when you see in the archive proof of the Verjovsky conjecture, it's a great moment. No? That was, especially, I had an influence in some young mathematicians to solve a problem and get a good result. So that's I feel very proud of that. I would like to be remembered as a generous mathematician who shares his ideas freely and who enjoy sharing the ideas and talking to young people from all over the world, and not holding any idea, but on the contrary, try to open. I think I continue working in my big problems. I'm working on big problems always, like all these dreams, I have it. But I have now 3 very good students, and I'm planning to work with them. So I have about 5 problems, different directions, and I still have very, very good problems to work, open. Mathematics is never finished, so I'm working simultaneously in about 5 projects, and I hope at least one of them will be succeed. But my students are very good, and that I hope that they finish and made a very good thesis, publish very good articles, and get good jobs. That's also important.